We're now here in the grand finals. Gogo Joey versus Mio Micah. This is the natural order. Of course, Mio Micah gonna be having a little quick +1 advantage coming from the upper bracket, but we'll see how much that actually helps him. As here on Romanticide, LE. LE, of course, standing for Lovers Existence. Lovers Existence. That's when love. What is it? Don't hurt me, baby. Here in the bottom right-hand corner, map spawning all the way in the bottom right-hand corner, the Blues player coming down from the land of Hong Kong. He is going for that 12 pool. Currently teamless, we have Gogo Joey.
And spawning in the the top left-hand corner of Romanticide LE, we have the Southeast Asian Zerg, the Vietnamese Red Zerg, representing his new team, Intensity Esports. Currently getting 13-12'd, we have Mio Micah.
Oh boy, do you think Gogo Joey is going to take a page out of Dark's book, pull a couple of drones as well, throw down some spines? Oh, I would love to see that.
I would love to see that as well. The links are on the way. Meanwhile, Mio Micah did go for, I believe, a hatch gas pool opening. Maybe hatch pool gas. Didn't quite see it. But regardless, the links are already on the way for Gogo Joey, and we'll see how committed he is to this. Baneling Nest.
That we will. Actually going to be a Baneling Nest here. Bane busting a ZVZ. Ah, you love to see it, Light. Mio Micah might not, knowing his track record against Banelings, but man, here in the viewer desk, you love to see it.
Exactly. What a way to pop off in the grand finals. Of course, as you were pointing out, Mio Micah does have a 1-0 advantage, a 1-0 lead, because he does come from the upper bracket. He hasn't lost a single series today, but Gogo Joey is looking to change that, to switch that up, as these links have snuck past every single overlord.
Yeah, Mio Micah has no idea about this. Now he does, but this is just 4 links, you know? Mio Micah might just be thinking, oh, you know, it's a standard link team 6. Going along, but he is taking this very seriously. He does not have an army that can deal with this, so he is throwing down that spine crawler.
That he is.
Banelings are going to be more of tier.
And what's important is that Mio Micah confirms that there is no hatchery behind this, so he knows how all in Gogo Joey is. Oh my god, he's trying to pull the boys.
Which is pretty smart here, but actually we'll see. We've seen how many times in the past Mio Micah gets baited. One Baneling already going to be finished, and it gets right in the heart of these drone slide. It doesn't. It doesn't detonate. It does not detonate. Now they do. 10 drones get taken out, but it did buy enough time for these queens to get out and in position. Gogo Joey not really having much links to follow this back up with. Is this enough damage? Well, Mio Micah is that far behind.
Yeah, the thing is, Mio Micah, he's only down 2 drones, and with 2 queens and a spine, he holds. And we're just gonna
now.
We're gonna.
And he's up a base.
We're gonna end up in a. We're just gonna macro from here. That's the thing, right? As soon as link speed, the important thing is that Mio Micah, he pulled workers, but he did get that 100 gas. He did work on link speed, so as soon as that's done, Mio Micah can go for that counter attack.
Oh man, I was really hoping that that attack would have worked with Gogo Joey. But yeah, we really see Mio Micah. He is getting a lot better in his defense. He is realizing, you know, where can he cut corners? How does he come back from here? And with this counterattack, I mean, there's just so much he can do.
Oh yeah, definitely. So far, he is trying to get into the main base. The defense has been good from Gogo Joey. He still has that Baneling ready for that optimal detonation. Oh, for that detonation.
Getting pretty close here. Getting pretty close. I'm getting those counter attacks as well, like, don't you worry. And yeah, there's not too many links left. Gogo Joey really doing a very good job in the micro and positioning his Zerglings earlier on, making sure he could take out as many of Mio Micah's as he could.
Yeah, definitely.
So,
meanwhile,
yeah, we're just gonna macro.
Yeah, Mio Micah, he does have a couple more links here on the counter attack. He has to be careful because of these defensive Banelings, though.
Yeah, and he is being a lot more careful than we're perhaps used to. And it's really working out for him so far. I mean, Mio Micah, he is not content with just being slightly ahead of Gogo Joey and macroing out from here. He wants some damage done. He wants to punish Gogo Joey. He's saying, you thought you could Bane bust me? Of all people, Gogo Joey? You will have to pay for this.
That he will, and so far, like, he's been able to do a good job, like, you know, killing a worker here and there, but I love this from Gogojoy. The Gogojoy knows he is incredibly far behind in terms of the worker count. Miyomika, he's up almost 10 workers. Meanwhile, Gogojoy goes straight into that lair. What are we gonna see here? He is throwing down a Roach Warren as well. Is this for a Nidus?
It's gotta be, right? I mean, I don't think he can afford to get any roach speed or anything like that. It's gonna take him just way too long to do that. He can't go into a Muta switch. He's at such a low economy that every time he gets a building, he has to use it. And he is sending a couple of overlords over to Miyomika's side of the map, so I feel like Nidus is going to be the most effective choice here. Oh, be careful not to lose the overlords, Gogojoy.
Oh god, we'll see if he's able to
every
keep that.
larva counts.
Oh god, and the Lings, they're gonna get in. They see, I believe they do see the Roach Warren.
Just about. They don't see the lair though, which is probably the more important part here for Miyomika.
And I don't like this choice. So there were two options: Nidus or Roach Speed. He's going for Roach.
Okay.
Yeah, he's going for Roach Speed. So I guess he actually is attempting to just macro from here because he's also expanding, taking a third.
Okay. Not the worst idea in the world, you know, if he just really focuses a lot on his injects, gets a lot of larva out, drones up in that one window of opportunity where Miyomika isn't really going to be too aggressive and then focus on his army afterwards. I can definitely see Gogojoy coming back from this, but we'll see if Miyomika decides to make it easy on him or not.
That's the question, because the Lings, they sneak past everything. Ooh, Miyomika, he does spot the roaches. It's important because Miyomika, his Roach Warren is still on the way. Like, Gogojoy has a massive lead in terms of his Roach count and Roach speed.
He definitely does, but bear in mind, Miyomika, once that Roach Warren, there we go, it finishes up, he is up a base. He has so much more production available to him. And this is a golden window here for Miyomika. He is ahead, and he's looking to maintain that lead.
It's one of those things where, like, sure, Miyomika, his Roach speed may be slower, but you don't need Roach speed to defend your bases, you know? Like, with that defender's advantage, with the better economy, like, Miyomika is just going to be pumping out more and more Roaches, and it's going to be so difficult for Gogojoy to really make anything happen with this attack.
And you especially don't need Roach speed when you're going into Mutas.
Oh yeah, we've got a Spire on the way. Because of this, we do have more Spines being thrown down as well defensively for Miyomika to make sure he can survive long enough to get into those Mutas. And Gogojoy, he backs off.
Yeah, that's kind of a feels bad moment. This was absolutely what Gogojoy was banking on, to be able to, you know, get himself a little bit of a foothold, equalize the economies, but not getting it.
Yeah, so I guess, like, he's going for plan B. Plan B, of course, is like Borrow and Roach speed, Roach movement, tunneling claws, if you will. And I like, this can work. The problem is that his opponent, it works better if his opponent isn't going for Spire. You know, that's the problem.
Definitely.
Because Gogojoy is not going to have anything at home to defend against the Mutas.
No, he will not. Again, every piece of larva, every couple of minerals helps him here. He does not want to get spores unless he knows it's absolutely necessary. And seeing as how he's unaware of that Spire, he's in for a pretty rough surprise.
Exactly. Like, oh, okay, we do have the Roaches. They are burrowing in. But Miyomika, he spots them. He's getting detection.
He's getting triple Overseers just to make sure.
Wow, and then we go to the
really
Mutas.
say you don't need no spores if you have 3 Overseers. Yeah, the Mutas are out now.
Yeah, they were revealed, so Gogojoy is aware of them immediately. He's starting more, and like, he is beginning Queen production. We'll see how much damage these Roaches can get done. Oh, snipes the Queen.
That Queen really does service here for Miyomika, tanking so much damage. Buying time for the rest of the Roaches to come in, because Miyomika, he did not want to waste any time. He knew that it was going to be a little bit of a window here once Gogojoy realized he was going for Mutas, and he is hitting it hard. Every single mineral line. Look at that worker supply plummet for Gogojoy.
There were 0 spores ready for this whatsoever. GG gets called.
And Miyomika already a match point light After holding a Bane Bust? Or attempted Bane Bust? Mio Mike is angry. He's offended that Gogo Joey thought that Bane Bust would work against him.
Yeah, like, to be fair, Gogo Joey, he had like some juicy Bane connections with that attack, but it wasn't enough,
Yeah,
you know? He had to do more than that.
Yeah, if he had a couple more Zerglings to follow that up on, he could have gotten to a point where Mio Micah really was going to be on the back foot, where he really did need to take a couple of risks to, you know, try to get back in that. But yeah, those Bane hits were great, but there was just nothing to follow that back with.
Oh yeah.
I'll follow that up with.
Nothing at all, and Gogo Joey
I don't know
tried...
which direction we're going, up or back.
Gogo Joey was trying to like transition out, and he did a decent job, but again, he just was not ready whatsoever for the mutas.
And you can definitely see his thought process play out with his decision making there, right?
Yeah.
He went for the roaches, he went across the map to try to see whatever he could get done, but yeah, once he realized Mio Micah was already preparing for whatever plans Gogo Joey had in mind, he just could not execute them and had to sort of scramble for something towards the end, and yeah, it didn't really work. I'm actually noticing on stream now, he, towards the end of that game, went for Niduswarm.
Yep. Yeah, I remember I was going to bring that up, but that was in the middle of the mutas going across the map, and it's like, well, it's not gonna come into play.
It's a little bit of a yeah. It's a little bit of a moot point. Alright, our players are ready and eager. Jelly Chef is called. Here it is. Gogo Joey is going to need to pull out all the stops for a reverse sweep here. Mio Micah, he just needs to win one more map to win yet another Grand Platypus Open.
Oh boy, that's it. He's on the cusp. Just needs that one more win. Meanwhile, Gogo Joey, he's got a lot ahead of him if he wants to bring it back and at least go to the ace match.
Indeed he does, as we are here now on Death Aura LE. That's like when you don't shower for a while. That aura of death. Here in the bottom right-hand corner map, spawning all the way in the bottom right-hand corner, the Blues player coming down for the land of Vietnam, going for... No, he normally goes for an extractor trick. Okay, I got worried for a sec. He is going to be representing Intensity Sports. He is no longer Jiggly, Mio Micah.
And spawning in the top left-hand corner of Death Aura LE, we have the player reigning from the land of Hong Kong, the Red Zerg. He is currently teamless, down 0-2 in this best of 5. He needs to bring it back here and now. It is Gogo Joey.
All right. Pretty standard from both of our players right now. Gogo Joey going for that hatch gas pool. Mio Micah going for his defensive pool first.
We'll see. We'll see if Mio Micah can get something done here, as this wasn't quite a 16 pool. This was a 15 pool. Lings are on the way, but again, like, the most that he can hope for is maybe getting like a drone or two. But like we've seen Gogo Joey's like worker defense and Ling defense earlier. Like, Gogo Joey shouldn't be losing anything to these initial Lings.
Ideally.
Yeah.
It's the thing.
I mean, who knows? Maybe the pressure's getting to him, right? This is the finals. Like, it's Mio Micah just needs one more win, you know?
Yeah, Mio Micah, he's been comfortably sitting there, waiting for a while to get to this. He's been doing as much research as he needed, you know, warming up with some Marine Split Train or what have you. Where's Gogo Joey? Just had to play an entire series to make it to this final, or an entire extra series to make it here.
That he did. Mio Micah's just been chilling, having dinner, ordering in some menu pug, ! Menu pug in the chat if you want to gain access to that coupon code. And that Twitch clip
That we don't have.
That we don't have, yeah. Never.
But I tell you what, the Twitch clip, when the next time you order, just show your driver that clip.
Yeah.
He is required. He is required to tell you that doesn't do anything. But you know,
God.
it might make us stay.
Yeah, it may, as we do once again had Miyamika trying to get some worker kills here and there, but Gogojo was having none of it. He had a beautiful worker micro, and he is able to push away the army and get his wall up and running.
Yeah, no losses so far.
Oh. Meanwhile, Miyamika going for a very fast lair. Not just a fast lair, he's already taking 2 of his gases as well. Oh boy.
After gas, Mio. You know you want to.
Right? Like, if he takes 1 more gas, this would be Spire play. But with this fast lair, we'll see. We'll see what he gets. He's getting that wall. Is this an Itis?
It very well could be. Maybe I could just sort of saying, let me show you how it's done, Joey. So I tried to do this last game.
Maybe.
Well, he doesn't have new types Carapace, but there are already a couple of overlords in position on the other side of the map. He does there's that Spire.
Mate, we're gonna see Muta versus Muta. So Miyamika is taking all 4 of his gases and taking his Spire. Gogojoy, Lair is about to finish up. He has all 4 of his gases. He is also working on +1 melee. So he is fully walled off. There is the Spire.
I cannot tell you how happy I am right now, like how wide my smile is. We are not just seeing 2-base Muta. We are seeing 2-base Muta versus 2-base Muta. What year is this?
2-base Muta.
Alisk. It is gonna be coming down. Who can magic box better, Light? Who is gonna bunch up their mutas more? I will say, Gogojoy is investing quite a bit more into his ground army, so he does have another angle of opportunity here, or another avenue of opportunity here available.
So,
whereas Miyamika, he is investing a lot more in his mutas.
Exactly. Miyamika will have a slight Muta lead, or he should have a slight Muta lead. Meanwhile, Gogojoy is investing more into those lings, which personally, I think that's generally the better avenue of attack, like also having these lings to like get like massive run bys. But the problem is this map is Death Aura, where it doesn't take much to wall off, so it's going to be that much harder for the lings to deal damage.
It definitely is. But I tell you what, Light, they can also avoid queens.
That they can, and here we go. The initial batch of mutas are coming out here. They will reveal themselves.
And Gogojoy is putting down that Spider-Man meme, pointing at one another.
Oh boy, as the mutas are moving across the map. Meanwhile, there are those lings again. Gogojoy with these +1 lings, they have the opportunity to cancel and deny this third. Oh, and Miyamika is forced back home.
Oh, I was gonna say, Miyamika doesn't have much of a choice here. I feel like he kind of had to sack it, but he really wants that 3rd base up. He is pulling back his entire army to make sure that comes up and is able to be transfused before he goes across the map. Gogojoy, meanwhile, he has complete control for the time being.
Oh yeah, he does have his mutas out on the map. Meanwhile, we do see the differences between these 2 players. Nicely done. Gogojoy is working on +1 armor as the player with less mutas, and Miyamika going for that +1 attack as the player with more mutas.
Yeah, it's one of those weird math things that I don't, I don't quite understand, but, you know.
I've got the queen.
If you have more mutas, it's more effective to get damage. If you have less, it's more effective to get protection.
Hashtag use protection, kids. As the lings are going to get cleaned up, but oh, he got a drone and he got a queen.
Not too bad.
Oh boy, and now things are slowly easing off, but again, like, Miyamika is so vulnerable to a big link counterattack at this 3rd base. Like, it's already at less than half health. Like, it's so close to going down.
And he's taking that pretty seriously. He's trying to send out as many links as he can, really make use of the ones that he made earlier on. They don't quite have +1, but they distract the army of Gogojoy for quite a bit. Miyamika is still building up back at home, trying to get as big of a Muta count as he can.
Yeah, at the same time, once again, Gogojoy does sneak into the main base, gets 1 drone, but only 1 in the end for his troubles. Meanwhile, Gogojoy did defend beautifully at home, and now the mutas are on top of the mutas.
Oh my lord, Light, look at that cloud of blue mutas. It is blocking out any red in the sky right now. The ground army of Gogo Joey, it's still standing strong, but what is that going to do against this many mutas? I'm just going to double check real quick. Okay, not quite an apocalypse of mutas from Mio Micah yet. He only has 20. But it is I don't even remember what the what the group names are called. Steal, you're in the chat.
Yeah, well, the problem is it's 20-8 and GG gets called. We have a new champion.
What?
I said new. I meant we have our champion.
We, in fact, do have our champion, Mio Micah, continuing his streak of dominance. He has won every Platypus Open of 2021 so far. He might have had only 2, but, you know.
There we go. He's pulling a steal.
He's been looking very convincing.
Yeah, 100% win rate here in 2021. Congratulations, Mio Micah, able to claim the title for now of Muta King in that Muta versus Muta ZVC. Something we rarely get to see. I think I've only casted it maybe 3 times or something like that. It rarely happens. GG.
It really happens so rarely nowadays. I miss 2018. This was like this ZVZ meta. It was great. Well,
yeah.
I mean, I didn't play Zerg at the time, so I think a lot of Zerg players were like, no, it's very stressful, very intense. But as a viewer, I loved watching it.
Oh god, and yeah, me and Mike, Gogo Joy slipping up a little bit there because he should have been aware that he had the lower Mutalist count. So when you're aware of that, then you're typically the more defensive player. You know, whenever you try and fight against the Mutas, you fight with Queens or with Spores, and you kind of work your way up to Hives to get, like, I don't know, either Infestors or Vipers, some kind of spellcast unit to support.
Yeah, but I mean, that's just kind of incompatible with Gogo Joey. He is a Hong Kong Zerg player, so he must attack.
That he must.
He is off the Zerg Muta Triangle, so he must attack.
And it led to his downfall, as in the end, Mio Micah is once again our Grand Platypus Open champion. Gogo Joey did make him bleed a little bit today, you know, was able to take a map, but unable to take a series.
Yeah, it was really nice seeing Gogo Joey back, though. It's been a while. Quite a while since we've seen Gogo Joey. I mean, I think he actually skipped out on the last GPO, if I'm not mistaken.
He did.
But yeah, now, you know, he is such a stylistic player here in the Southeast Asia region, the Asia Pacific region, and also he took out Kior.
He did take out Kior. Oh god, and just really well played by Mio Micah. I can't wait to see more of him this year in 2021. And in the chat, if you want to see more of these players in general, tune in tomorrow. Tomorrow, these very same players should be returning in Demi C Weekly.
A very, very special edition of Demi C Weekly. We are going to have a very interesting map pool. A lot of these sort of legacy maps, a lot of the ones who are, I imagine they really thought them out and thought, okay, what is this period of time in StarCraft 2, and what is a map from this time frame that is really well liked? One of them is Catalyst. The other one is Overgrowth. Abyssal Reef. Dude, I miss Abyssal Reef.
Yep. So we have a very special map pool for Demi C Weekly tomorrow. It is not the current ladder map pool. It is a bunch of maps from days gone by, from previous seasons, from previous years. So yeah, we're just going to be having a lot of fun there. Again, it is still the off season, so Demi feels appropriate to do something like this.
Yeah, and since it is a very fun tournament that's going to be happening tomorrow, we are going to have a very fun duo, which I'm not even sure if I want to reveal who's casting tomorrow, Light.
May as well, mate.
I want to keep it
I will not be there. Yaku will be there. He will be casting alongside Alex.
My other half.
Yeah, Yaku.
Call it. We have been known to share a brain cell.
Yaku's long lost twin.
So we're really gonna make that brain cell work tomorrow.
Oh yeah,
it's gonna be great.
That's when I told Kuro, I'm like, Kuro, Yaku and Alex are gonna cast tomorrow. She's like, oh god, the brain cell. I'm like, yes. Oh god, I'm like, good luck with that, bye. She's like, oh.
She's gonna do production tomorrow.
Yeah, she will. So stay tuned for that. It's going to be amazing. It's going to be beautiful. You will most likely see a bunch of these players that competed today returning for tomorrow's tournament, as both events are regions locked to the Southeast Asia and Oceanic regions. Whew. And man, what a tournament today.
What a tournament we had. Just gonna add as well, you might also see Demi tomorrow, fighting so he can save his money. It's usually how it goes, but yeah, stay tuned. But before that, there is also gonna be Battle of the Americas over at 8 a.m. KST. And that is one of the more interesting tournaments, I think, that we regularly cast. We get to see both the Latin Americans go about it and also the North Americans go about it. It's usually, from what I remember, I don't always wake up early enough for these tournaments, but I seem to remember it's Cham and Nina who are the two players who really are representing each region.
Yeah. Cham, of course, is the strongest Latin American player who wakes up for those. Special has woken up like 2, maybe 3 times, but again, he's not necessarily a morning person. So yeah, it's usually Chan representing Latin America. And when it comes to America proper, it's one of the Protosses. It's Nina, it's Patty Mac, or Pili Pili, or Vindicta. Those are like the top 4 American players that usually compete in that. Starkiller does show his face as well every now and then. So yeah, if you're interested, if you enjoyed our casting, and if you want some more StarCraft in 12 hours, that will be when we will be live with Battle of the Americas.
Is that how quick this tournament ran? Damn.
You say
Mike
quick.
And Gogo Joey.
Mate, I need to sleep for 8 hours, and I've got 2 hours to prepare, to like eat breakfast and prepare. Like,
you're grateful, is what you are.
Yes, very much so. So yeah, if you're interested, if you enjoyed our casting, if you're interested in more, then we have plenty of it. As you can see in our weekly schedule, we have been live 6 days out of the 7 days of the week, and a couple of these days we had multiple broadcasts. It isn't on the schedule, but tomorrow after Battle of the Americas is Demi C Weekly as well. So we do have another double cast there.
6:30 p.m. KST. Yeah.
Yes.
6:30 p.m. KST, I believe. Yep. Starting a little bit later than GPO, but still around this time.
Definitely.
I heard some hype from outside my window for that, so.
Nice. I also did want to quickly touch on, shout out to everyone else, right? Like Hero, he performed well today, very entertaining matches.
Love those builds.
Oh yeah, definitely.
I'm gonna use them.
Starduck also did well today, taking out Rise, and also, had a decent showing against Miomaika. And of course, massive shout out to Pez. Pez, usually our highest performing Australian player in these tournaments, making it all the way to the 3rd place match, but just barely couldn't take out Gogo Joey.
Yeah, that's what happens when you get trapped in the Zerg Bermuda Triangle.
That's exactly what happens. So, Yaku, why don't you tell the people where they can find more of you?
Twitch.tv/Yakuzaku1. I haven't decided if I'm going to stream or not tomorrow and Monday, but I'm definitely going to stream on Tuesday. Going to get my games in so I can play in SEO and, maybe also play some other stuff. I've heard things about the Long Dark.
Oh.
Stream that.
Oh my.
Twitter.com @EmporiaYakuzaku! Discord in the chat. You can find me as well as the other members of Cranky, like Kuro, who casted earlier on, Light, who is my co-caster, and also Steel in the chat. You can find us all hanging about over there. Other than that, buy my shirts. Where can we find you, Light?
Light_VIP on Twitch and Twitter. You can follow me there on the social medias. I do stream pretty sporadically throughout the week, whether it's ladder sessions or Final Fantasy or some behind the scenes streams as well, just working on some Cranky Ducklings related work, graphics. But more importantly, follow us on the Cranky Ducklings on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, Discord. We are all over the place. So if you want to be notified about more casts that we do, of our VODs that we upload to YouTube, or of a couple of other announcements that we create or that we make, you know, sign-ups or some stats that we throw out there as well, then they are available on all of our social medias. So yeah, be sure to follow us if you want to see more of the Cranky Ducklings.
And with that, we'll see you tomorrow.
Yeah.
Battle of the Americas.
That's
I'll leave you with that hype in the background.
That we will, of course, exclamation mark Patreon in the chat if you want to help us monetarily to support our tournaments and our channel. But as Yako said, we'll see you tomorrow with Battle of the Americas.
Bye.
Ciao.
Bella.